Hello, fellow explorers and history enthusiasts, and welcome. Have you ever heard a name that instantly conjures images of distant lands, ancient secrets, and untold wealth? Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey to just such a place, the legendary city of Timbuktu. Get ready to peel back the layers of sand and time, as we uncover the incredible story of West Africa's golden beacon of knowledge. You're in for a truly fascinating adventure. In the late 11th century, as the sun set over the sandy horizon, the first stirrings of community ignited around Timbuktu's well. The Tuareg, weary from their endless travels, gathered for rich conversations, weaving tales filled with dreams of tomorrow while sharing precious resources. Their laughter blended with the soothing sound of water, creating an oasis not just for the body but also for the mind. It was here, amid the tranquil murmurs and distant whispers of the desert winds, that the seeds of Timbuktu were sown, promising a bright future steeped in knowledge and connection. As the days flowed into seasons, the gentle ebb and flow of trade began to reshape the landscape around Timbuktu's well. Merchants, drawn by opportunity, arrived with their goods, transforming the fledgling settlement into a vibrant marketplace. Salt, fabrics, and exotic animals exchanged hands as vibrant dialogue sparked among the newly formed community, melding cultures into a tapestry of shared aspirations. This convergence ignited early ambitions, awakening a sense of belonging that would soon ripple outward, inviting curiosity and exploration beyond the immediate horizons of the Sahara. Within these exchanges, the spirit of Timbuktu flourished, hinting at an extraordinary destiny yet to unfold. The traders of the Mali Empire arrived, their camels laden with riches extracted from the heart of the land. Gold, shimmering beneath the bright sun, captured the imagination of all who witnessed it, while spices and silks from the north tantalized the senses of the city's inhabitants. Timbuktu's markets thrived, with the sounds of haggling voices filling the air, each deal inked with promises of prosperity and cooperation among diverse cultures. Scholars emerged as prominent figures, drawn not only by wealth but also by the pursuit of knowledge, eager to exchange ideas and engage in spirited debates within the city's growing intellectual circles. The city blossomed into a hub where commerce met culture, and the pursuit of wisdom became entwined with the rhythm of daily life. With each passing year, the once nomadic camp transformed into an esteemed destination on the maps of travelers and merchants alike, highlighting a narrative rich with human connection and ambition. As Timbuktu gained recognition across the landscapes of Africa and beyond, its allure became impossible to resist. Scholars, attracted by whispers of the city's intellectual vibrancy, journeyed from distant lands, bringing with them a wealth of knowledge and diverse perspectives. The air thick with anticipation, they congregated within the walls of its ancient mosques and vibrant madrasas, where the pursuit of learning became a sacred ritual. In those revered spaces, discussions flourished, igniting the minds of young scholars as they immersed themselves in the vast ocean of texts, ranging from the sacred scripts of the Quran to groundbreaking treatises in science, philosophy, and mathematics. The notion that knowledge could transcend borders took root firmly, intertwining the fates of Timbuktu's inhabitants with the broader narrative of humanity's enlightenment. The echoes of scholars resonated through the ancient halls of Timbuktu, where the atmosphere crackled with intellectual fervor. The famous Sankore University, a beacon of learning, hosted thinkers from across the Muslim world. Students eagerly gathered around renowned teachers, who inspired them with the wisdom of centuries, sharing insights on everything from celestial movements to moral philosophy. Vibrant debates often spilled out into the bustling streets, where merchants mingled with thinkers, each exchange enriching the city's cultural tapestry. Here, every corner held a story. Every manuscript contained the thoughts of brilliant minds, weaving together the past, present, and future of this extraordinary place. Timbuktu was not merely a city, it was a thriving organism fueled by the passion for knowledge and the relentless pursuit of truth. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting golden hues upon the sands, the city symbolized an enduring legacy, a testament to humanity's quest for enlightenment, forever etched in the heart of West Africa. With its intellectual luminaries illuminating the path, Timbuktu's reputation began to attract not just scholars, but traders and explorers from far and wide. The markets bustled with life, where silk and spices mingled with tales of distant lands, and the air was laced with the sweet and savory aromas of diverse cuisines. Merchants shared stories of their travels, while sages gathered, exchanging profound insights and challenging one another's perspectives, fostering a culture that celebrated curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. Timbuktu became a crucible of ideas, where every conversation was a dance of intellect, engaging the hearts and minds of all who entered its hallowed grounds. The harmony of commerce and scholarship created a dynamic society, an early blueprint of globalization that resonated through the ages and set the stage for the city's golden era. As the 15th century dawned, Timbuktu swelled with energy, becoming the envy of rulers and scholars alike. The air buzzed with anticipation as advances in trade and scholarship intertwined, weaving an intricate tapestry of cultures and ideas. Merchants exchanged not only goods but philosophies, expanding the city's reputation as an epicenter of learning and a vital crossroad for the caravans traversing the desert. Soni Ali's conquests broadened Timbuktu's reach, while Askia Muhammad's vision solidified its standing as a haven for scholars from distant lands, further illuminating the brilliance of this extraordinary city. Tales of Timbuktu's wealth and knowledge transcended borders, invoking admiration and reverence in the hearts of all who yearned for enlightenment. With each transaction and every turn of a page, the legend of Timbuktu grew, echoing through the sands of time. As the 15th century unfolded, Timbuktu witnessed an unprecedented flourishing under the guidance of its visionary leaders. The air crackled with the fervor of intellectual debates, vibrant trade activities, and cultural exchanges, enriching the city's tapestry. Each dawn brought eager students streaming toward the grand universities, where renowned scholars, esteemed for their wisdom, imparted knowledge that shaped minds and forged futures. Libraries brimmed with ancient texts, carefully preserved works filled with mathematical theories, celestial observations, and profound philosophical musings, enhancing the city's life. Timbuktu stood as a living monument to the enduring human spirit and the unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Yet, even as Timbuktu blossomed into the revered center of learning and commerce, shadows of rivalry and ambition loomed on the horizon. The fierce competition over resources and power created a landscape fraught with tension, as neighboring states eyed the city's wealth with envy. Rumblings of discontent spread through the region, whispering of a time when the vibrant markets might be silenced, and the sacred pursuit of knowledge compromised. Despite the challenges, the resilience of the city's inhabitants shone through as they fortified their institutions, standing united against external threats and committed to preserving the rich heritage that defined them. Empowered by their shared history, the scholars, traders, and leaders engaged in spirited dialogues, striving to uphold the ideals it had nurtured for generations, even as the tide of history threatened to reshape their destiny. As the 17th century approached, the fragile equilibrium of Timbuktu faced unprecedented trials. The whispers of impending conflict grew louder, resonating through the dusty streets where scholars once fervently debated. The Moroccan Sultan, Ahmed al-Mansur, driven by greed and ambition, set his gaze upon the wealth of the Songhai Empire, viewing Timbuktu as the crown jewel to conquer. The fear of invasion began to permeate the air, gripping the citizens as they prepared to protect their cherished home. Amidst the uncertainty, the unwavering spirit of Timbuktu's people shone, determined to defend their intellectual and cultural sanctuary against looming chaos. The impending shadows of war would soon test their resilience, challenging the very foundation upon which their storied city was built. As the Moroccan forces advanced, a palpable tension enveloped the city, with merchants hastily packing their wares and scholars debating strategies to safeguard their precious manuscripts. The once bustling bazaars stood still, echoing with the anxiety of its inhabitants, who found solace in their shared heritage and the bonds forged over generations. They gathered nightly under the starlit sky, sharing memories of Timbuktu's golden age, praying for deliverance while gripping their texts tightly, determined to protect the invaluable knowledge inscribed within. Each story recounted became a rallying cry, a reminder that their intellectual legacy was worth defending against any invading force. As the Moroccan forces finally descended upon Timbuktu, the city braced itself for an unprecedented challenge, uniting in a display of courage and resilience. The streets, once filled with the lively chatter of merchants and the fervent discussions of scholars, now resonated with a heavy silence, laden with uncertainty. Families sought refuge within the grand mosques, their walls steeped in centuries of wisdom, as the echoes of past triumphs offered strength amidst the looming dread. Each citizen, fueled by a shared commitment to their cultural heritage, understood that the heart of Timbuktu, the very essence of their identity, depended on their collective resolve to withstand the external storm threatening to dismantle their cherished city. The tyranny of foreign rule marked a dark chapter in Timbuktu's storied history. After the Moroccan invasion, the city, once a flourishing center of culture and scholarship, faced devastation as power dynamics shifted violently. Libraries that had housed precious manuscripts for generations lay under threat, with flames licking at the fringes of priceless knowledge. The whispers of scholars faded into the winds, and as peering eyes scarred the once vibrant streets, hope was held tightly by those who understood that the legacy of Timbuktu extended beyond the physical realm. Distress did not extinguish the enduring spirit. Instead, it ignited a fire within the hearts of the remaining inhabitants, compelling them to preserve the cultural heritage against all odds. Despite the maelstrom of foreign rule, the resilience of Timbuktu's identity began to re-emerge, igniting a flicker of hope amidst the shadows of despair. The steadfast dedication of its remaining scholars and citizens inspired quiet movements aimed at preserving not just the physical remnants of their past but the very ethos of their intellect and culture. In hushed meetings beneath the dim glow of flickering lanterns, they devised strategies for safeguarding the ancient manuscripts, often risking their lives to secure these treasures from the flames. It was a desperate yet noble pursuit, as each scroll and book became a symbol of defiance against those who sought to erase their rich heritage, instilling the belief that knowledge, once shared, could never truly be extinguished. Through whispered connections and clandestine acts of bravery, Timbuktu's scholars formed a resilient collective dedicated to preserving their legacy. Sensing an urgency, they pooled their resources, creating hidden caches for the manuscripts. By day, they maintained a facade of normalcy, engaging in commerce and patronage of the arts, while by night, they met secretly, poring over ancient texts, sharing the wisdom that had shaped their civilization. This clandestine network became the lifeblood of Timbuktu's intellectual heritage, fostering a quiet revolution of thought that transcended the turmoil surrounding them. Every rescued manuscript was a testament to their unyielding spirit, a story of survival that defied the sorrow of loss. In the relentless grip of foreign domination, Timbuktu's cherished legacy found itself increasingly buried under the weight of oppression. Yet, in this darkness, the murmurs of resistance grew louder. The brave souls who remained within the city rallied, determined to safeguard their intellectual treasures against the tide of erasure. Inspired by the storied past of their illustrious ancestors, they sought not only to protect the manuscripts but to reignite the flames of knowledge amidst a cultural drought. Their collective efforts were not merely defiant acts but a rebellion of hope, as they understood that the spirit of Timbuktu, a beacon of enlightenment, could never be truly extinguished as long as the will to preserve it lived on in their hearts. As they navigated the treacherous waters of adversity, the legacy of Timbuktu gradually began to rise once more, like the dawn breaking through a long, oppressive night. In the heart of the city, as day broke over the bustling marketplaces, the whispers of scholars spread like whispered prayers among the resilient citizens. They spoke of the manuscripts hidden away for safety, fueling a flicker of hope that surged through the sandy streets. With each inked passage shared in secret, a profound connection began to blossom anew. It bound the past to the present, reminding all that their knowledge was a living testament to the endurance of the human spirit. Word spread of those brave enough to risk everything for the preservation of Timbuktu's legacy, as their efforts shone brightly against the backdrop of despair, rekindling the fervor for learning that had once defined this extraordinary city. Timbuktu's journey, however, is not merely an echo of its past glories. It stands as a testament to resilience and rebirth. Despite the trials it has faced, the spirit of its scholars and citizens continues to nurture a deep commitment to knowledge and culture, proving that even in the harshest circumstances, hope can flourish. The ongoing efforts to preserve its heritage not only honor the memories of those who fought to save it but also inspire future generations to recognize the importance of cultural identity and the shared quest for enlightenment in an ever-changing world. As we conclude our journey through the timeless sands and vibrant intellect of Timbuktu, we celebrate not just a city, but the enduring spirit of humanity's quest for knowledge. Timbuktu stands resilient, reminding us that the light of cultural heritage and scholarly pursuit shall forever illuminate the path toward understanding and unity. Wow, what an incredible journey into Timbuktu. From its golden age of scholarship to its challenges today, it's a story that truly deserves to be told. If you loved this deep dive and want to see more historical adventures, go ahead and smash that like button. Your engagement means the world to us. We're always eager to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment and let us know what part of Timbuktu's history fascinated you most. And hey, if you're new here and hungry for more captivating content, don't walk, run to that subscribe button and turn on all notifications. Rocket, thanks for being with us, and we can't wait to share our next discovery with you.